It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 56 rematch. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday Night Prime Time.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 56, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Now a first down throw, Warner. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Warner. Quick throw there is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Warner. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
To throw from his end zone. Anderson. Quick slant caught by Chase. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to put that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. And if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Anderson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He's got Higbee complete right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Warner from the gun. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To throw, Warner. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw over the middle taken in. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This is 2nd and 8. Anderson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Anderson to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dillon up the middle to about the 40-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Anderson. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Anderson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And some room to run now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Anderson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Running right, here's Falk. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run on third down with Falk. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On second down, they'll run it here. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This now a 3rd and 4. Warner to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It'll be Warner on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
A play fake. Now Warner. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's Warner. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Anderson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Anderson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw, Anderson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Rams ready to go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Warner. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7. So a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Green will come in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw is Anderson. Looking to throw on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle they go. Brooks. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Anderson now to throw on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Anderson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction. Forced. Under pressure, they got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Anderson.
That is incomplete.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
The football going back to the Rams now. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
On second down, Warner. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On first down, Warner. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And that is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Anderson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I'd say a couple people didn't get the read correct, huh? Zone coverage. Linebacker dropped right into the proper spot. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Was looking directly in his eyes as he threw the football, and you're right, it was telegraphed. Probably should have been picked. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Anderson on third down. That is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw. Anderson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Bengals score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Anderson. And that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Anderson. Eluding the pressure right.
And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
What's the deal, y'all?
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
They'll give to Falk up the middle. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd and 12.
Back to throw.
Warner. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Warner. Over the middle, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Warner. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Warner. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll send Green in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Anderson from the gun on 3rd down. That's pulled in by Brooks.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Now Anderson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Anderson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's Anderson to throw on 3rd down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch.
These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee.
And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this down to the 40.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Warner. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To throw, Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Now a 1st down throw. Warner over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And Higbee going to have a Rams 1st down as he's down inside the 15.
They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Warner to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Warner. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Jackson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Warner. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Rams! From 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Zerline now for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Anderson. tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. To throw is Anderson on 1st and 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Anderson. This ball taken in here by Brooks. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Now Warner. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Warner. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Anderson. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Graham now to boot it away after the made field goal. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
inside, complete. That's Holt. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a give inside for Falk. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Let's run, baby. Let's do it.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
On the give, here's Falk. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brooks, and he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
In motion right goes Johnson. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Anderson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. It'll be Warner on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 2nd down, Warner. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now a draw play. It's Falk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Inside give to Dickerson. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So now the Bengals down 28-24. A little under 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Pass complete to Green. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now 2nd and 4. Now Anderson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing after the interception, Anderson. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Anderson. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.